If you see only the radial flow turbine, now we are doing some confusion with respect to radial and axial flow. If you see only the radial flow turbine, we have some kind of mechanism that is going to convert a pressure energy into kinetic energy. Okay, pressure energy into kinetic energy. We expect at the outlet of the turbine. Suppose this is radially inward. Radial inward means water is entering at the outer periphery and it is going to be at the inner periphery. In between, what is happening? Pressure will be converted into kinetic energy. Pressure will be converted into kinetic energy. But sometimes what happens? Whatever the mechanism we have, that may convert the pressure energy into kinetic energy. But at the outlet, whatever the pressure we are going to find, that will reach below atmospheric pressure. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? Pressure energy as well as kinetic energy associated with the water. We are forcing from this inlet of the turbine. Okay, it is entering at the outer periphery of the wheel and it is going to leave at the inner periphery of the wheel. But in between outer and inner periphery, we have a mechanism which is going to convert that pressure energy into kinetic energy. Okay, but how much pressure should be converted into kinetic energy? Is there any limitation? No, there is no any limitation. But by time or by mistakenly, suppose that pressure has converted into kinetic energy, at the outlet we find that pressure is below atmospheric pressure. What will happen? It is not possible easily to deliver the fluid at the outlet of the turbine. It is not possible easily to deliver the fluid at the outlet of the turbine because some back force is going to act. Atmospheric pressure is highest, which is going to impart some kind of back force. Okay, so some energy loss we may get there. Some energy loss we may get there. So instead of preferring only the radial turbine, we are going to prefer a mixed flow type of turbine. So what advantage we are getting with the help of a mixed flow turbine? We are considering this fluid is entering into the turbine in the radial direction, but it is leaving in the axial direction. Leaving in the axial direction means here I am going to provide some kind of mechanism. It will be like this. Okay, some kind of mechanism we are going to provide here. So this fluid is entering into the turbine in the radial direction, but it is leaving in the axial direction, and that's why it is known as a mixed flow turbine. Are you getting this? That's why it is known as a mixed flow turbine. Water is entering into the turbine in the radial direction, but it is leaving in the axial direction, or it can be in the reverse way. Water can enter into the turbine in the axial direction, but it is leaving in the radial direction. Then also it is a mixed flow turbine. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं? But here what advantage we are getting as compared to the radial flow turbine? Okay, so here suppose this is in this case water is entering into the radial direction and it is leaving in the axial direction. So here suppose that pressure is going to reach below atmospheric pressure. Okay, maximum pressure energy gets converted into kinetic energy. At the outlet, suppose that pressure is going to reach as a below atmospheric pressure. If I take it axially out, again we can provide some kind of mechanism which will increase that pressure above atmosphere, like a draft tube, diffuser. Diffuser जानते हैं आप? नहीं जानते. Okay. So here what I will do, instead of going to keep this as a constant area of cross section, I will put it like this. Okay, I will put it like this. This is the pipe connected here at the outlet of the turbine. This is known as a draft tube, having area of cross section goes on increasing. So because of this, what will happen? Whatever the pressure which has observed below atmospheric pressure just at the outlet of this turbine, which can be increased above the atmosphere, so that it is easily get delivered to the atmosphere. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं? Have you understood? Mixed flow turbine. Movement of the water in the turbine is going to happen in the radial direction as well as in the axial direction. Water can enter in the radial direction, it can leave in the axial direction, or in the vice way, water can enter in the axial direction, but it can leave in the radial direction. Mixed flow turbine. Advantage is, in case of a radial flow turbine, pressure can be converted into kinetic energy, but it is possible to get that pressure to be reduced below atmosphere. Okay, so some back pressure is possible to act on that, and because of this some energy loss we are expecting. So to avoid that thing, you can use a mixed flow turbine. Okay, though that pressure is below atmospheric at outlet of the turbine, but we can provide some kind of mechanism at the outlet that pressure can be increased to above atmospheric, so that easily that fluid will be delivered to the atmosphere. That is what a mixed flow turbine. समझ में आ गया? According to the direction of flow through the runner, first is a tangential flow turbine. Okay, tangential flow turbine means we have a runner. This is the runner. Water is going to impart a force on this. but the direction of the jet is tangential to the rudder. This is the rudder, this direction of the jet is tangential. That's why water is flowing along a tangent to the rudder, then it is known as a tangential flow turbine. For example, a filter wheel. Okay. Next is a radial flow turbine. Radial flow turbine means like this, a reaction turbine. Water is going to move in the radial direction along the radius of the rudder. That is a radial flow turbine. Here we have radially inward, radially outward. If fluid is entering at the outer periphery, leaving at the inner periphery, means from outwards to inwards. This is known as radial inward flow turbine. In some of the cases, water may enter at the inner periphery, it can leave at the outer periphery. That is inward to outward. So it is known as a radial outward flow turbine. Then third is the axial flow turbine. Where water is entering into the turbine parallel to the direction of rotation of this rudder. That is the axial flow turbine. And mixed flow turbine means simultaneously we are getting radial as well as axial movement of the water to the rudder, and that is a mixed flow turbine. Understood? All these types of the turbines according to the energy available of the turbine equals reaction.